All right, so yeah, it's an initiative from DellEMC to effectively, take internet through to communities that typically wouldn't have access to computers and connectivity, and really impoverished communities where, we're trying to uplift the community rather than making it a schools project. So it's really about, involving parents, children, and the whole community to drive opportunities for themselves, from small SMME businesses through to job seekers that would want to write a CV and effectively have an email address that they can communicate with potential employers. So, really just a community, an IT community center that allows the community to, have access to information and information technology at large. So we're rolling out roughly 2 a year. We've currently got 12 in play, and across the country. I think we're missing one province, but the plan is really to try and make sure that we've got coverage at a national level, and make sure that we also have sustainability in these labs. I think that's the big differential here, is that we don't just dump the labs down, but effectively make sure that there's an ongoing maintenance program that is part of the lab, as well as volunteers. We've got 3 NGOs that effectively manage and run these labs for us. So, it's not a question of the typical, leave a lab there, do the good charity work and never to be seen again. There's a consistent operational program in place to drive these labs and make sure that they continually benefiting the communities at large. The basic infrastructure is not readily available in every aspect of our communities, and in order for this to really make a meaningful impact, you need to make sure that they're operational, for as long as possible, and making sure that you've got a solar type of environment gives it the electricity and continuous operational use. And like I said, the other key component is the continual people driving and operating these entities. So it's not a question of just leaving the device on its own. Part of the whole program that we've got with the NGOs is to make sure that there are lab technicians there that are, one, able to keep the machines up to date, two, make sure that they're secure and operational, and then the third thing is that they're there to help and assist people that in some instances might even be illiterate, and make sure that they understand how to connect through these devices into whatever spheres they're trying to do. And that could be children, trying to do YouTube. That could be kids that are effectively, trying to do assignments. As I said, also parents that are typically trying to find jobs, or small SMEs that are trying to build a web page. So, it's really driven around making sure the community can operate the environment that we're producing and putting down. So I think there's not really much in it for DellEMC. It's really part of our legacy of good program. It's a worldwide program that we drive. And it sort of underpins our core values and mission statement as a business, and that is to effectively make a difference in people's lives through technology. And this is a simple way where you can do it, where you can touch people in a very direct way, and make information accessible to them. So most companies are driving a good corporate social responsibility, and this is just a simple way for us to get involved and make sure that we empower people in South Africa, to make their lives a little bit easier.